Welcome to the Serving Wellbeing podcast. Over the next 5 episodes, we'll be talking about mental health and its importance in the restaurant industry. We started this research with the question, what specific mental health initiatives can restaurant managers implement, and how can these programs be shown to improve employee morale, reduce turnover, and increase overall workplace efficiency? Our topic for this video is why mental health in restaurants is important. Mental health is very important and used to be an overlooked aspect in society. It started being overlooked all the way back in the 60s, but now we're getting better and more acquainted with working with people's mental health. Going into the food industry is typically a first job for many people, but it has a serious negative impact on the mental health for its workers. With the constant rush of needing to get food out fast, dealing with angry customers, and often dealing with poor leaders, this takes a toll on many of the workers' mental health. One of the most common reasons for depression and burnout in the workplace is bullying. One of the papers we read, Understanding the Mental Health Needs of Restaurant Employees, talked about how bullying affected anywhere from 33.6% to 68.6% of workers in the workplace. The second reason is perfectionism. A lot of workers don't feel like they are doing enough or get frustrated when they can't get the job done the first time. This highlights that employees are depressed or burnt out. When they are depressed or burnt out, they aren't as efficient. This also shows how bullying can turn away new employees, and more importantly, the employees aren't in a correct state of mind to even want to work because of the pressure on them to get stuff done quickly and efficiently. So, what can managers do to help with this issue? For the bullying aspect, managers need to train their employees more when it comes to what it is and what is tolerated in the workplace. Managers need to also acknowledge new employees if they've had previous issues with their employees or history with employers or history with other employees. As a manager, you have to mitigate bias as much as possible, and that means you can't favor any employee no matter how long they've been at the company, no matter what they look like, no matter any circumstances. They should all be treated equally. Another thing managers can do is implement different outside therapy organizations that help with employees that experience depression and perfectionism. Mentioned in the paper, the author Andrew Muth says that mindfulness-based cognitive therapy is one of those sources that managers can use to help employees with their depression or perfectionism. Since we've talked about what happens when negative things in the workplace affect employees, what happens when positive things are done? In another paper titled Exploring and Reducing Stress in Young Restaurant Workers, Results of a Randomized Field Trial, they implemented programs into restaurants that taught stress management, teamwork, drug and alcohol abuse awareness, and work-life balance. Over a 12-month period, the employees showed a decrease of stress at work. Another paper titled A Pilot Study of a Mental Health Education Program, AMUSE, for restaurant employees, talked about AMUSE, which is a restaurant employee-specific organization that helps with mental health. The benefits that we're seeing from implementing these kinds of programs are so big that we'll have to go into more detail about it in another episode. Some of those benefits include helping employees recognize depression, stress, and burnout. Additionally, reducing the stigma of mental health, teaches coping, and improves workplace culture. These directly affect all the areas of our question. Reducing stigma and increasing recognition of stress, depression, and burnout can improve employee morale, as they don't feel the need to suppress their emotions and know when to look out for those signs of workplace stress. The coping strategies reduce turnover rates, as employees don't get burnt out as easily. The improved workplace culture gives the team a closer bond, meaning communication is easier, which in turn causes efficiency and effectiveness to go up. On top of all of this, these programs are easy to implement, so restaurants should have no reason not to use these programs to improve their businesses. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate your time, and our next episode will be focused on the foundation of mental health.